What's up, YouTube? It's EricALionsFan. Thanks for clicking on this video. Guys, today we got another local beer. This is from the Grand River Brewing Company. These guys are out of Jackson, Michigan. From where I'm at, it's about a 50-minute drive, so less than an hour for me. This one is called their Monkey Mouth IPA. This beer comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume. I don't know what the IBUs are. It's not on the website, not on the can anywhere. I don't know if it's that critical to know what the IBUs are on an IPA. I'm not into all that sort of stuff. Guys, Beer Advocate gave it an 87. The Bros have actually reviewed this one. They gave it an 89, so B+. Rate Beer had it at a 87, I think, and a 77 in the style, if I remember correctly, at this point in time. Guys, if you guys want to check out Grand River Beer or Brewery, go to www.grandriverbeer.com and go to the beer section. It'll list all their beers. Well, you can get them right at the brewery. I got this one at, where did I get this one at? I can't remember where I got this one at. I think it was at Mason Mega Beverage, I think is where I got this one at. It says right on here, a real, quote, Michigan India Pale Ale, unquote. The ingredients are malt, hops, yeast, and water. Don't know what kind of malts and water or yeast they have, or even the malts. I didn't list it on the website either. The commercial description says, go on, crack it open and experience this refreshingly balanced ale that is the new American standard for IPAs. Let your mouth set you free. Guys, if you want to go ahead and go to the Grand River Brewery, this is at in Jackson, Michigan at 49201. That's the address. It's downtown Jackson. It's on Lewis Glick Highway, so if you're there, and it's a little roundabout there, so you're going to have to use the roundabout. If you're around the Jackson, Michigan area, go ahead and check these guys out. Paid $2.79 for this beer. Let's go ahead and crack this top and see what we got. I really don't have anything else to say. There was no beer reviews on YouTube for this, so this is the first one for an amateur like me. Let's go ahead and crack the top, guys, and see what we get. It's kind of late. It's going on 11:30 at night. I went to a buddy's house, watched a movie, sat and bullshit for a little bit. So, all right, guys, let's give it my aggressive pour like I always do in my Samuel Adams glass. I think they said for a 16-ounce glass, it's like $5 directly at the brewery. All right, guys, let's leave it right there. All right, guys. The presentation, I'm going to let the head settle down here real quick. It looks like your typical IPAs. It's a translucent. I can somewhat see through it here on the bottom of the glass, on the top. It's like a burnt orange, I would guess. And if it's down here on the bottom, it's almost like, it's kind of a, I would say a light orange color. To me, it's kind of dark orange here, burnt orange, and you get down to the bottom of the glass and it's light. All right, guys, that is a 2.5 finger head pour, white head, soapy, small, medium bubbles on the top, small around the sides. I can't really, maybe a couple of medium bubbles here, maybe getting into that medium category. Looks like your typical IPA here, guys. Let's get a nose on it. Let's see what we got. Ooh, you're getting the IPA smells, your typical IPAs, your grapefruits, melons, mangoes, maybe a little bit of orange and lemon. But I'm picking up some kind of tinny kind of thing, like a tin smell. That could be from the vats, or it could be right from this can here. There may not even be a liner in here. I am picking up more citrusy than I am floral. The big thing that stands out here is an orange smell, or a kind of maybe some grapefruit, but predominantly orange smelling. Yeah, I'm getting kind of some tin, some metallic smell from this. We'll go and see how it does here, guys. Bottoms up. Cheers. I'm getting kind of more of a malty presence than I am a hot presence on this beer. It's kind of malt forwarded. It's kind of medium bodied to me. The finish is malty more than it is a IPA. Picking up light IPA notes. Now, for a regular IPA, I would want more bitterness from an IPA. I wouldn't want it kind of it being a malt forwarded style IPA. But it's good, guys. I'm not gonna dog for it. It's good. I don't know if there's a date on here, to be honest. I better check that out here. There you go. That's the IPA. There is no date on the can. Now, guys, you guys kind of know my spiel on these type of beers. If you're big enough to distribute, you're big enough to put a date on the can. Excuse me, big enough to put a date on the can, whether it be a enjoyed by date or a bottled, or in this case, a canned on date. I would much prefer to see a canned on date on here, or a bottled on date, bottled can, that sort of thing. An enjoyed by date, to me, doesn't give me enough information. You guys know my spiel about that. I shouldn't have to kind of keep repeating myself here, but it kind of seems to be that's the style of, or that's the kind of thing I want to see. Now, more beer companies now are starting to go away from that. They're starting to do a enjoyed by date, which to me I hate, and I'll call every beer company out on that. I want to see a bottle on date on here, or canned on date on this one. I didn't see one even here on the label anywhere. The artwork's great on here, so I don't understand if they paid enough money for the artwork on here. They should have paid enough to put a canned on date or something on here. That's my only real gripe about the Grand River Brewery. So, the finish on here, the lingering finish, has a little bit of bitterness to it, not a whole lot. But it's a good IPA, I'm going to say that. I'd kind of put it more to the malty style IPAs more than the bitterness style. If I were to guess on the IBUs, I would guess maybe 50 tops. 50, maybe 50 tops. Yeah, it's kind of seen it. It's not that bitter. If you guys aren't into very bitter IPAs, this would be a good choice. And at 6.5%, this is a good choice, guys. Good choice. Not very much carbonation. Trying to think of what other descriptors I can use. I already said the finish. The lingering bitterness on here. I think it's a good beer. A very, very good beer by Grand River Brewing Company. Now, they have a whole bunch of other beers on here. This one, and there was one other one that they can on here, and I can't remember what they had said that they canned it on. I can't remember what other kind of beer. I had a Twitter account, and they responded back to me on it, and I can't remember what it is, but it doesn't really matter for this video. But guys, for an overall rating for this beer, I got to agree with the bros and the beer advocate on this one. And even rate beer too. I'm going to give it about a B+. I'm going to give it about an 88, which is kind of in between beer advocate and rate beer. An 87, I think it was for rate beer, and I think the bros gave it an 89. B+, all across, very good. Not quite to the A category. I think it needs a little bit more bitterness to get to that point. I don't think it needs a whole lot of bitterness. Now, that's just nitpicking for me. But yeah, and maybe a little bit more alcohol punch, maybe a little bit to maybe get into the double IPA style for this one. Maybe they make one for this and I just don't know it. This is my first beer from the Grand River Brewing Company. I got to say I'm impressed. I'm impressed by them. A B+ is nothing to scoff at here. But yeah, medium mouthfeel, medium, starting to go on heavy for the mouthfeel. Yeah, I think an 88 is a very good score for this one, a B+ for sure. Anyway, guys, let me know if you guys have had the Grand River Brewing Company out of Jackson, Michigan, their Monkey Mouth IPA. Let me know down in the comments, all right? What do you guys give it? Do you guys give it an A, B, C, or F? Do you thumbs up, thumbs down? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know what you guys think, okay? And as always, guys, if you've had too much to drink, please get a designated driver. You guys know my spiel from now. Don't try to be a hero and drive home drunk, because you're going to get pulled over, thrown in the back of a cop car, then you're going to go to a jail cell, you're going to get court fees, possible prison time, because, guys, if you hit or kill somebody, you're going to be in a slammer for quite a while, probably years, multiple years at that. And, guys, if you kill yourself, you're going to be 6 feet under, and all you've done is hurt your family, okay? Sleep off your buzz, and if you think you're that drunk, get a buddy, an Uber, Lyft, taxi, just something. Just sleep off your buzz and go get your car the next day. And if it gets impounded and the next day you're up and trying to figure out where it's at, that's going to be the least of your worries, all right? Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces.